What's up with y'all boys, man? Exclusivebuildz here, where we do everything exclusive. And today's video is actually about title, man. We back with another build video for 2K26. And hey, today, bro, after patch, we got another PG do it all build, right? We're going to be able to play defense at a very high level, 90 plus on the steal and perimeter. We're also going to be able to get a 95 dunk on this build, a 93 3, 93 ball handle, 91 speed ball, legend lightning launch. We're going to be able to do it all. You know what I'm saying? So overall, like in the title says, this is probably the best 6'4 build after patch. You know what I'm saying? Can play in all game modes, theater, park, proving grounds, rec, pro am, wherever. Anyone can use this build. Even the best players out there can most definitely use this build and make it way better. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and it will survive all patches. First and foremost, it will survive all patches, and you will get your $100 worth on making this build. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, with that being said, not about to sit here do too much talking. Let's go ahead and get to how to make this build. But if you're new here, man, go ahead and help your boy get to 4,000 subs. Hit that sub button. That'll be very appreciated. Turn your post notifications on so you'll be notified whenever I post a video, and help your boy with 10 to 20 likes so my video can get pushed out to the YouTube recommendeds so everybody can see this goated great 6'4 build. You feel me? So yeah, man, with that being said, do that for me. That'd be very appreciated. But other than that, let's get into it. So we're going point guard, 6'4, 175 on the weight with a 6'7 wingspan. Now let's start out with our physicals first. Alright, bro, so far speed, we're going to max this all the way out to a 86 on the speed. Now with cap, when y'all see this cap breaker screen, if you want to use more, I did forget to mention 15 caps is that's all you need. If you get more caps, when y'all see this screen, y'all can literally do whatever y'all want to do at that point. If you get more than 15, if you want to get 91 speed or even more than that, you know what I'm saying, plus 5 to speed, you know what I'm saying, you definitely do whatever you want after that. Still though, bro, actually you would need 17. Actually, I forgot, 17 caps is all you need, and then if you got 5 after that, do whatever you want. But agility, we're going to go with 83 agility just to get Jalen Suggs motion style, the best motion style for overall gameplay on smaller builds. And this physicals for a do it all lockdown is definitely decent enough for us mobility wise. Can't go wrong with that. Now strength, this is the only thing that is going to be lacking, but a movement force isn't necessarily needed all the time, especially on this type of build. It is not needed. Also, driving to the rim, getting contact dunks like last year, it is not needed. You will not be getting took out of dunks a lot just because you ain't got no strength like they did last year, so we ain't tripping off of that. But with the cap breaker screen, you could get up to a decent amount of strength if you have some leftover cap breakers. You know what I'm saying? Or if you even want to change your weight to get up to at least get your strength up. Get your weight up enough to get your strength to like a 71, just to get movement force on bronze. Most definitely you would be able to use some caps at that point, probably like 5 at that point to get to a 71. So yeah, keep that in mind. Now when it comes to vertical, we can go with 80 on the vertical so we can get our posterizer on gold, and we will be plus 2 on that to get posterizer on legend. And it's also going to help with blocks on the perimeter and in the paint and all the other good stuff, right? But yeah, man, that's pretty much the physicals. Now let's go to move on to the finishing. Alright, bro, so far as finishing layup, we just gonna go with a 77 on the layup. That is a decent rating, which is really honestly tied to our driver dunk, which is going to go all the way to an 88 driver dunk at base model. Now when you see the cap breaker screen, bro, you are only going to need 2 caps here so you get a 93 ball handle. But if you want to add one more cap to get a 95, so you can get some of them tomahawks or whatever the case may be, you could do that. And then at that point you would need 18 caps, but we're only using 17 and getting our gold posterizer just so we can plus 2 it to get it to legend. You know what I'm saying? And with Bills being 6'4 and under, we cannot do any standing dunks and none of that, so we just not gonna touch it. And as well, post control, we not touching it. All we need is the legend posterizer on this build. Can't go wrong with that. And I believe this is in the tier 1 category posterizer. Yes it is. So yeah, that's just that on that as far as that part. Now finishing, it is what it is. Now let's go to move on to the shooting. Alright, bro, so far as shooting, 3-pointer, this is all we're going to be putting up. We're going to go with a 88 3-pointer and have a 78 mid-range. 78 mid-range, definitely decent enough to hit a pull-up midi with the button or the rhythm shoot. Can't go wrong with it. For people that have 10 caps right now, you would most definitely plus 5 driving dunk and plus 5 your 3-pointer to have a 93 3 and a 93 driving dunk. You know what I'm saying? Well, not really plus 5 driving dunk, only put 2 there, but 93. And we will be specializing in shooting on this build, or you can specialize playmaking or defense. depending on how you want your cap breakers to set up, them are the ones you can specialize in. But me personally, I most likely will specialize in shooting for this type of build, mainly because I already got some of my damn cap breakers in shooting. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that is the easiest one to get, so I will probably be doing that. And we will be using our +2 once we get our shifty shooter to gold. We will be getting that joint on legend for the +2, and our set shot specialist probably would just go to Hoff. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I like doing pull up middies, and it's probably the easiest thing to get to. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, with that being said, it is what it is. But if y'all play differently, y'all can definitely do that as well. Change it up. Probably get gold, limitless range with your +2, or whatever the case. Actually, Hall of Fame. Yep, Hall of Fame if you want to +2 it, and do whatever you want to do from there. But as far as shooting, that is what it is. Free throw, if you play 5s, going to 85. If you don't, take it off, add them points elsewhere. But for our shooting, this is pretty much it. Now let's go to move on to the playmaking. Alright, bro, so far as playmaking, depending on the game mode you playing, if you play part 71 to a 75, 76 pass accuracy, that's all you need. But for me, for 5s, for someone that likes to pass the ball, get good catch animations for your team, go diamond, all that stuff, bro, and get some decent pass styles as well. For people that love to switch up pass styles and not just use the same shit all day, all the time, you know what I'm saying? Want to change some things up, go to 85 rating, get the bell out on bronze, even though that damn bad shit don't work this year. But no, it's an 85 pass, can't go wrong with that on the PG build. And as far as our ball handle at base model, we're going at 92 to unlock all of our playmaking animations for our dribbling wise, golden pluggable, and all that other good stuff, right? And with cap breakers, if you want to fuck around and put +1 here just to get the ankle assassin on gold, you can definitely find a way to do that as well. But that's just what we got. 92 ball handle. Now when it comes with speed with ball, 86 speed with ball, gold lightning launch. For the time being, just keep gold lightning launch, because we're going to be putting +1 with a tier 1 +2. We're going to be using that to get to legend. You know what I'm saying? We're actually, if you end up specializing in playmaking, you could fuck around off the rip and +2 posterizer with your regular season awards, and then with your playmaking specialization +2 your lightning launch to get that legend for right now. You know what I'm saying? That's if you don't have 20+ cap breakers in the future. But if you do have 20+ cap breakers in the future, me personally, I would be going here to get a 91, so I can only use a season award +1 to get lightning launch on Hoff. Me personally, that's what I would do. You know what I'm saying? That's what you can do whatever you want to do. Me personally, when I get my 23 caps, which I'm grinding for, that is what I would be doing if I was to make this build, which I'm definitely going to keep this in mind, because the 6'4" build I have right now, I'm thinking about dropping it and remaking something else, and it may be this, honestly. But yeah, with that being said though, bro, as far as playmaking, this is what it is. Now let's go to move on to the defense. Alright, bro, so far as in defense, right, this is honestly the main reason why I'm thinking about dropping my other PG build. For once, the other one is a 99 drop and dunk build. If you was here from 25 and y'all seen my 6'4" 99 drop and dunk build last year, that build was crazy. It was going to have hella fun with that build, right? I'm still having a little bit of fun this year. Have I been playing on it as much as any other build? No, simply because the shooting isn't that high. I'm honestly not comfortable yet with shooting just crazy, or just taking over games with the low 3-pointer that I have on that build. And the defense isn't even the best as well. So with that being said, for this version, we're going to have a 87 perimeter defense at base model. We're going to be adding +5 here. Now with your 15 perimeter defense, 3-pointer and dunk, 93, 92, and 93. You know what I'm saying? With your 15, that's all you're going to need to play every game mode out there at a very high level. And then steals going to go with an 85 on the steal. We all know after patch with this new buff to the steals, come on, fool, the lane's always been good. It's even better now. Even a bump steals, but steals is all better now. So with 85 is definitely solid and usable right now. And the rest of this, just to get better jump shot contests, better blocks on back doors, or whatever the case may be, man, we're just gonna go over the 66. Even though I know we were 2 points away from getting hot flight and iron on bronze, which I don't really care to have that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think if I take my wingspan down, I would end up losing my 93.3, and I don't want to sacrifice that. You know what I'm saying? So we just rock out with the 66, and our last little point is going to go to O-board. Now this is the all-around best 6'4" build after patch. If y'all boys don't like anything you see here, feel free to change it up and make it to your liking. But let me go to quickly show y'all this cap breaker screen, which I really pretty much went over all of the cap breakers where I will be putting them, so I will not be talking over this. Y'all can just look at the screen and go from there and do whatever you want. But I already told y'all where the main 15 cap breakers is going to go. Actually, I didn't tell y'all where the 17 is going to go. So perimeter, 3, dunk, and then them 2 other caps most likely will go to agility to get it to 85. Or yeah, that's it. Everything else I'm gonna leave it up to y'all, and y'all boys can look at this screen and go from there and make your build to how you want it. I don't know, I said I wasn't gonna talk through this screen, but I had to clear some things up because I did get some mistakes. So we're going to be using 10 on the perimeter defense and 3, 93 and 92. We will be using 2 onto the drive and dunk to get it to a 93. We will be using our next +5, you know what I'm saying, to our steal, and that's going to get us a 96 steal. That is all 17 cap breakers. That is all you need. Now anything after that, you can +5 it to get to a 91 speed with ball, to +1 your lightning launch to legend, and that in all will be 22 caps. And our last 23 caps for season 8 will go to agility at an 85 agility for decent, you know what I'm saying, decent movement. Or if you don't care about the 91 speed or whatever the case may be, legend lightning launch, if you want to get a 90 speed, you can do that as well. Or if you want a movement force, you can mess around with your weight and probably take your weight up to like a 195 or something like that. I believe that would get you around to a 91, and you probably could use some caps there to get to a 71 to get immovable enforcer on bronze. All right, y'all boys, y'all seen that cap breaker screen. You can see you can do a lot of things with that caps, with 15, 20, 17 caps. You know what I'm saying, definitely do whatever you want to do. But as far as the build name, 2-way 3-point slasher, that is low-key some common shit. But hopefully when you start adding more caps and getting all these 90 ratings, you get a better name, which I am hoping and banking on. And then as I can see at the bottom right, this build has no weaknesses. One of the best builds after patch, even before patch, and is probably after all these other fucking patches throughout the season, will be one of the builds that do survive all the way to season 8. So yeah, bro, with that being said, shades ain't bad at all. Damian Lillard, Steve Francis, Jamal Murray ain't bad shades at all. So that's just a good indicator that this is a solid build for people that do care about the shades and the people in the shades. But overall though, for my gamers, for my niggas that know how to hoop, we all know anybody would love to use this build. Anybody would love for your PG to make this build. So if you got a PG that has no defense, send them this build, tell them to make it ASAP right now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro, with that being said, if y'all boys do like this template, then go to like, comment, subscribe if you do. And shit, I'm out of here, man. Also, get this video 10-20 likes. I know I said it early, but all I need is 10-20. It ain't too much. It only take a second to hit that like button. Get your boy to 4,000 subs. Subscribe if you new. You know what I'm saying? Stay around. We make good build videos here, and occasionally we drop gameplay videos on some of the builds I do make. So if you're new here and like the content that you see, hit that sub button. Help your boy get the 4,000 subs. And yeah, with that being said, turn post notifications on too. And other than that, I am out of here. Catch y'all boys in the next video.